Jets fans, it's time for tonight's three-star selection. Tonight's third star from your Winnipeg Jets, number 55, Mark Scheifele. Tonight's second star from your Winnipeg Jets, number 8, Jacob Trouba. And tonight's first star, with 1 goal and 3 assists, the captain of your Winnipeg Jets, number 26, Blake Wheeler. Fans, the next home game for your Winnipeg Jets is Friday night when we take on Dylan Larkin, Jimmy Howard, and the rest of the Detroit Red Wings. Jets versus Red Wings, January 11th at 7. Get your tickets now at winnipegjets.com/tickets.
Welcome to the JetsTV Live postgame show presented by Budweiser. I'm Jamie Thomas. A lot of offense from both sides of the ice. That was the Winnipeg Jets knocking off the Colorado Avalanche tonight at Bell MTS Place. 7-4 was the final. The Jets now back in first place in the Central Division. 1 point up on the Nashville Predators. They do have 2 games in hand on Nashville now, and more importantly, an 8-point bulge over top of themselves and the Colorado Avalanche. Lots to come on the JetsTV Live post-game show. We'll go inside the dressing room. We'll hear from head coach Paul Maurice. Of course, we'll have highlights for you. We'll look at the out-of-town scoreboard. But first, let's get some Jets reward points out of the way. We have 50 of them to give away once again. You go to jetsrewards.ca, type in the word hooking, and you have yourself 50 Jets rewards. So hooking is the word of the night here on the JetsTV Live post-game show. You have yourself 50 Jets rewards just for watching the show, and we appreciate you always tuning in and getting your Jets rewards on top of that. Let's go to the highlights of the Jets welcome in the Colorado Avalanche for the second time this season. Plenty of offense in this one. 11 goals in total after the Avs were out shooting the Jets 5-1 early in the first period. Brandon Tanev, a beautiful feed to Matthew Perreault. Frenchie waits for it, goes 5-hole on Philip Grubauer. Just a great pass as both defenders go to Tanev, and nice play from Perreault to make it 1-0. Jets then on the power play. Kyle Connor went 10 games without a goal, scored in the last game against Dallas, has another one here. His initial pass from Blake Wheeler goes off the post, and then he taps in the rebound for his 15th goal of the season. The Jets in front, 2-0. And then with Patrick Laine in the box, the Avalanche do get on the board. Tyson Barrie's shot tipped nicely by Gabriel Landeskog. The Avalanche top line doing some damage here in the first period, but this was a man advantage for Colorado. They had quite a bit of them, 5 of them in total on the night, but Winnipeg led 2-1 after 1 period of play. They will make it 3-1 here, shorthanded. Pretty give-and-go play courtesy of Blake Wheeler and Mark Scheifele. Wheeler completes things as, again, both Avalanche defenders going to the individual with the puck. Scheifele hits Wheeler 3-1. They'll make it 4-1. Tyler Myers cross-ice feed to Brian Little. Back-to-back games with power play markers for the Jets centerman, and Brian Little makes it 4-1 for Winnipeg. A bad bounce here allows Carl Soderberg to go in on the breakaway. He beats Connor Hellebuck to make it 4-2, and the Avalanche slip a little bit closer to make it 4-3 as Mikko Rantanen. You know what? We're going to wrap these highlights up here. We'll show them a little bit later. We're going to welcome Brandon Tanev to the stage. She's a busy man. Big win for the Jets over top of a division rival. And Brandon, I know you don't like the idea of giving up 4 goals, but I guess the most important thing is you get the 2 points here from the Avalanche, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we battled back in the third period and played the way we wanted to, and some big goals from key guys down the stretch there, and it's a good 60 minutes, and it's a good win for us.
You're up to a career high 8 goals. What do you attribute that to? The line mates just more focusing on the offense, or are you feeling more confident in the offensive side of your game?
I think it's just the confidence the coaching staff has in me and the guys I'm playing with. I mean, Adam and Maddie and Copper when it is out there, and they have trust in me and they make things easy for me. We know where we're going to be, and that makes the game simple.
For the longest time, it was you, Adam, and of course Andrew Kopp. What have you liked about playing with Matthew Perreault? What makes him such a good fit with you and Adam?
I mean, he brings such a dynamic element to the game. He's on the puck so hard, but his skill level's through the roof, and you've seen that. He's a dynamic scorer in this league for many years, and it's fun to play with him.
I know that there was a stretch there. You guys the puck wasn't going in for you, but now you got 12 goals in the last 2 games. Is that just the expectation you guys have that eventually the puck is going to find its way into the net for you?
I think if we continue to play the right way, the puck's going to get in the net. When we put pressure and make things hard for the other team in their zone, the puck's going to find its way, and we've been getting chances, and now we're capitalizing on those.
You need to lead the team in hits and block shots. At what point in your hockey career did you decide that blocking shots was going to become something you became very good at?
I mean, the penalty kill is a vital part of the game. It's specialty teams and the power play and the penalty kill, and it's our job to get in those shooting lanes. So, you get frustrated when you don't get in those lanes, and it's nice to help Bucky out when you can get a block for him.
What point in your career, though, Brandon, that you decided that was it in college? Was it earlier in your career where you decided that was going to be a part of your game that you became very good at?
I think in college, I kind of adapted to that style of play and tried to bring that element here at this level.
Appreciate your time. Good luck or congratulations on the win, and good luck going forward.
Thank you very much.
Brandon Tanev of the Winnipeg Jets. They knock off the Colorado Avalanche. Tyler, do we want to go back to those highlights before? Yeah, let's do that. We appreciate Brandon getting over here really quick. As always, one of the quickest skaters in the Jets. Very quick getting from the dressing room to us here. But as we mentioned, the Avalanche making things very interesting in the second period. Towards the end of it, the Jets did have a 4-1 lead, 4-2 up until this point, and they will make it 4-3 on the wraparound play here, courtesy of Ryan Graves. Mikko Rantanen got an assist on this one. Rantanen, one of the top assist leaders in the National Hockey League. Third period, Andrew Kopp. Look at this fortuitous bounce. Comes right to him, and then his backhand will go off the pad of Philip Grubauer. Look at this little bounce. Friendly home side bounce, and goes off the pad of Grubauer into the net. That made it 5-3. The Jets will add to it. Blake Wheeler sends in Mark Scheifele in on the breakaway. Save on the first one by Grubauer, but look at the hand-eye coordination from the Jets centerman. Beautiful pass from Wheeler. Scheifele stopped the first time. Puck goes up in the air, and the nice tap in for number 55. That made it 6-4 for Winnipeg, and then the Avs, 6-3 for Winnipeg. Then Nathan McKinnon would pull the Avalanche within 2 goals again. Like I said, the big line from the Avalanche doing some damage here tonight. Fortunately, did not lead to any defeat at the hands of the Winnipeg Jets or for the Winnipeg Jets. And then with the net empty and on the power play, after numerous chances for the Jets to get in the empty net, it is Jacob Trouba taking matters into his own hands, blasting home the one-timer. He had a 3-point night. 7-4 Winnipeg is the final. And, there was some concern for Jets fans and the organization, not so much the organization, for Jets fans, the team was not scoring. Again, 12 goals in their last 2 games. They had 5 against Dallas on Sunday, 7 more tonight against the Colorado Avalanche. The Jets improve their record to 27-13-2, 15-6-2 at home, and Connor Hellebuck gets another victory here. He is 19-12-1 on the season. Blake Wheeler had himself a good night. He was tonight's first star, and we go inside the Jets dressing room for comments from the captain.
Period to that rally they had building in the second, going into the second intermission.
We got a good kill to start it, and Bucky made some good saves there. Got a big goal from Copper, so that kind of gave us a little bit of life.
You look at the game here tonight, Blake. Obviously, Connor was really good to start the game, and then your offense able to take over with 7 different goal scorers here tonight.
Yeah, Bucky, kept us in it early and got a couple to go. Capitalize on our chances.
What was feeling so good for your line, obviously, with 4 points by you? I think Mark had 3.
I think Kyle Connor, he's been on the puck really hard the last 2 games. He gives us a little bit of a shot of life, and we're just staying with our game and doing kind of the things that we know how to do. Got a couple to go tonight.
Like, what'd you see in the shorthanded marker?
I think, we kind of crossed him up, got him a little bit lost, and Scheifele made a heck of a pass. Not going to miss those.
being back on your heels is not the right term, but I've seen it so often from this team this year where another team can come in and put up the shots the way that the Avalanche did tonight, get the chances they do, and you guys just turn it up ice, go down, score. Well, why is this team so able to do that, so ready to do that, rather than, you know, just trying to survive those moments?
Well, I think we like what we can do offensively. So, you know, there's going to be nights where we pour it on and their goalie plays well. There's going to be nights where we get a few and, you know, we make the most of our chances. So I don't really have a great explanation for that question, but, you know, I guess we were opportunistic tonight, I guess. Is that what we're going with?
You tell me.
Well, you pretty much just said that, if I'm not mistaken.
How about just overall in the power play here tonight? You guys were able to go 3 for 4. You hadn't had some in a while, but I know you guys still liked what you were doing. Is it a bit of a relief where you can feel good about it walking out of the building here tonight?
You know, we have the second best power play in the league. It was running 1 for a long time. You know, there's going to be points in every season, no matter how good or bad your power play is, where you get into a little bit of a dry spell. That being said, you know, we're still doing the same things, still getting the same looks. They just weren't going in, and so the key is not reinvent the wheel. Keep doing the same things over and over again, and you know, we like what our power play can do. Just keep doing the same things.
Mark, obviously some pretty good chemistry on the ice, resulting, I think, in 5 points between you and Blake this evening. Just can you tell us what it felt like for you two out there tonight?
Yeah, it was good. You know, we obviously we love playing with each other, and we had a few games there where, you know, things weren't going in for us, so it was nice to see a few going tonight.
Mark, offensive players, I guess, enjoy those type of games, a little wide open, lots of odd man rushes, trading chances, but was it maybe a little too open for what your team wants to get into?
That was pretty fun. I'm sure the fans loved it, so I'm good with it.
Mark, you guys get the big kill to start the third period. Just how big of a boost was Andrew Copp's goal there to restore a 2-goal lead?
Yeah, it was big. They were coming strong. You know, they had the momentum going into the second intermission, and you know, the kill kind of got us back playing the right way. And then you know, obviously Copper's goal was a big one.
What did you see on your shorthanded rush that led to Wheeler's goal there?
You know, good cross, and both kind of guys went to me, and Wheels was wide open and made a nice shot on it.
Were you surprised that you drew them both over there? Is that a play that maybe you guys have worked on before that just worked out?
If you guys watch practice, you'd see it every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, you know, in that time when those kind of things present themselves, you know, me and Wheels kind of know where each other is going, and you know, just a good play by both of us, and obviously a good play by Troubs in the D zone.
You get balance scoring, Mark. Andrew's line gets one. Obviously, Brian got one. When you guys get contributions from all 4 lines and in all different ways, I guess speaks to the depth of the team. Oh,
big time. You know, obviously that first goal by Matty was great. You know, great pass by Tanny, and then you know, great power play goal. You know, they worked it around well, and a good pass by Mizey, and obviously Copper's goal was a big one. So it's big to see goals from different guys, and we definitely look for that every night.
What do you think of Andrew's goal?
Jacob, it seemed for a few seconds there anyway, no one wanted to put it into the empty net, so you just kind of took it upon yourself?
I guess, yeah. Nobody really wanted to shoot it, so I was getting too tired to stay out there any longer.
Overall tonight, just thoughts on the way your club was able to hit 7 with 7 different guys and, you know, finally pull the rabbit out of the hat here in a game that they didn't really seem to want to go away on?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. We got up a little bit, and then they kind of creeped back in, and going into the third, we were in a decent spot, and we wanted to take advantage of the position we put ourselves in, and we played a pretty good third period.
Jacob, I think dating back to the last few minutes of last game, you've got 5 points now in about 63 or 64 minutes of game time. What's been working for you to be involved in the offense so much?
I don't know. Those things just kind of come. You chip a puck up to Wheels, and Scheifele make a great play. That's not really anything I did special. Same thing on the power play. So yeah, they come when they come. Just make the play that's the correct play. Don't try to do anything too much, and they come when they come.
A couple of long battles against McKinnon and Rantanen's line today for your matchup pairing. How do you feel about your ability to play against them tonight?
Yeah, I mean they kind of have a different element than any other line. It's similar to play against Scheifele and Wheels in practice, where they can control the puck down low, and they're hard to take the puck from on the boards. And they find each other very quickly. Doesn't take much space for them to get open, and they get a shot off. And that's the closest line that I think I've played against that's close to what Wheels and Scheifele bring to the table. So I guess getting play against them in practice definitely helps you out in those situations.
What your goalie tonight finished the night with 37 saves?
Yeah, he was great. I mean, he'd be on his toes. They made put a lot of pucks in net, and they had a lot of good chances where I guess it was a little scrambly, and he found a way to make the save. So that's what we need. You need good goaltending, and he was there for us.
Well, they're your 3 stars in the evening. The Winnipeg Jets knock off the Colorado Avalanche 7-4. Blake Wheeler, Mark Scheifele, and Jacob Trouba, the 3 stars in the evening. Jets were outshot by the Colorado Avalanche 41-21. So you heard Blake Wheeler say they were opportunistic. They certainly were. And it was a night where the Jets goaltender was much better than their opposition. Philip Grubauer not as good, or not anywhere in the same atmosphere as Connor Hellebuck was tonight for the Winnipeg Jets. So the Jets go 3 for 4 with the man advantage. Their penalty kill was 4 for 5, so they're now 16 for their last 17 against the Colorado Avalanche's potent power play. So that says a lot about how good their penalty kill was tonight, and in particular Connor Hellebuck. Head coach Paul Maurice is in the Matt Frost Media Center. Let's go there right now live.
Question here: your top line of Scheifele, Wheeler, and Connor combined for 8 points. What did you think of their offensive play, and then obviously the job they were able to do at the other end of the ice against Colorado's elite tonight?
Well, there was lots of plays to be made at times that got made, and most skilled players will do that. It was kind of ebbed and flowed between a choppy transition game where the puck, and moved particularly easily every way, and then it was just wide open. I mean, they can do both. I think the strength of their game defensively was probably Morrissey and Trouba behind them. Those 2 guys, Josh, again. But offensively, if you get the room and the breaks those guys got tonight, and they work for the offensive breaks, they're going to score.
Was there any more sense of relief from your standpoint on either the Kopp goal or the Scheifele goal in the third period?
Well, I like the start of our third, not in relief. I liked most of the second, didn't care for the first, but you're up 2-0 going late into the power play, to the PK where they score. I thought the first 15 minutes of the third were very, very good relative to the game. I have some respect for the other team. They're third in the Central. They're one of the best scorers in the world right now, and they had time. They had their chances in our end of the ice. So it was a bit of a choppy game for me to give you a general assessment on, because I think the game changed quite a bit.
So Paul, is that another little test maybe that your team passes, and that it seemed like you were maybe limping into the second intermission there? They had scored the 2 goals. They get the late power play, and so to come out so strong in the third.
No, that's really important, and because you're not feeling very good in your locker room in between the second and third. It's not, it's not the mistakes that change the momentum. It's what you do after the momentum's changed. I believe that, and they deserve to be 4-3 after 2. They capitalized on a couple of mistakes, but we came out right and put ourselves back in a strong position.
You've repeatedly said that you don't worry about the offense on this team, even when you've gone through maybe some stretches where goals have been tougher to come by, a dozen now in the last 2 games. Has something changed in your mind that all of a sudden this offense is coming?
When I say I don't worry about any individual player scoring or not scoring. I mean, I get concerned for the player. Nick Ehlers early on in the season, going back to last year, he had gone a long run, so you're worried about him a little bit. My concern is the style of offense that we have. You get a game like tonight where there's breakaways and shorthanded goals, and your power play clicks a bit. I liked our offensive game against Dallas better because I understood it. You know, you can replicate that game. You can do that night after night. You may not score 5, but you can play that game night after night. If it's going to be an open game, you know, we're going to get our chances. But it's not something that you can count on in the Western Conference.
Paul, what does it mean when your fourth line can contribute to the stabilization in the third period like that? Well,
it's good for them because they made it. They were on the ice for the 4-2 goal, and that was a big momentum shifter, we felt. So they valued going back out and did it right. So they had a shift at the end of the first period, which was really good, and it was the way we would like to play. And then they gave one up in the second, but they had gone a block of not playing. We had we got 4 minutes. They get 4 minutes of power play time. They don't get out much. They give up the goal, and the question is, are you putting them back out on the ice? Because at some point, you know, their coach is going to go to a 3-line rotation. So instead of their 4th line coming out, they've got McKinnon coming out, and you can't get caught doing that. So glad that they got some. That they worked hard to get it too. You know, it wasn't a. They earned it, so it was good for them, good for their confidence.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Paul Maurice, entertaining game in terms of all the goals that were scored. I'm sure it's not entertaining for the coaching staff when you give up 4 and you have to go up against a line like you do that the Colorado Avalanche can throw against you, but the Jets do get 2 very important points. They got a great goal, an important goal from Andrew Kopp to begin the third period after killing an important penalty. Again, the Jets penalty kill goes 4 for 5. They score 3 power play goals. Before we let you go, we'll go through the out-of-town scoreboard. The Bruins shut out the Minnesota Wild, which is great for the Jets. 4-0 the final of that one. The Sabres over the Devils 5-1. Hurricanes over the Islanders 4-3. The Penguins rolling. They beat Florida 5-1. The Flyers stink. They lose to the Capitals 5-3. Canadians over the Red Wings. Detroit is here Friday. The Canadians win that game 3-2. Lightning outscore the Blue Jackets 4-0. The Dallas Stars now officially in 3rd place in the Central Division. They leapfrog over top of the Avalanche because they beat St. Louis tonight 3-1. So that'll do it for the JetsTV Live postgame show. The Winnipeg Jets back in 1st place, 1 point up on the Nashville Predators. Here's your opportunity. We are wrapping things up. Do you want to do the NHL 19 promo? You know what, we're signing off here. We will do the NHL 19 promo in the next pregame show, which will come to you on Friday against the Detroit Red Wings. That'll do it for the JetsTV Live postgame show. The Jets will take on the Minnesota Wild on Thursday. Our next broadcast will be the pregame show on Friday against the Detroit Red Wings starting at 6 o'clock. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.